Well, hopefully it's not too dark to see this. Not the greatest light, but this is a 1978 Yamaha DT 125. I'm about 85% into a full restoration. Bought the bike 5 years ago for about 300 bucks at a garage sale and nearly rode it into the ground till one day the top steering bearing locked up. That's what started this whole process. When I tore it apart, the bearings were completely flat. They've never been greased ever, I don't think. So I stripped the bike down completely, sandblasted the frame. It is powder coated and a gloss black. A little dirty right now, but really turned out great. The motor's been completely rebearing. It's got a rebuilt crankshaft, all new seals, gaskets, clutch plates, and a clutch basket. So that should last me a long time. Got new sprocket on the back. I had the wheels trued. Tires I bought last summer. They're a dual purpose tire. The tread's hard, so they'll last a long time, but they don't do so well in the sand or mud. That's alright. This bike doesn't get ridden very aggressively. It's only a 10 horsepower bike. Had the shock rebuilt. Got all the bushings in the pivot re-greased, and they're all new. Got a new chain on the way. As you can see, I've got a brand new front fender, side panels. The rear fender is the original. It's in pretty good shape, so I just repainted it. And you can see there a little bit, that's where I filled in the holes for the lights. And I've got a small crack there I patched. I also trimmed it up so it's not so square, kind of give it an MX look, because I just want this to look like a dirt bike. The pipe I've done a mod on. I read about on Thumper Talk, where I had to cut it open and pull out a baffle that runs from right up in there, cone-shaped baffle. And after so many years, they get plugged up with oil and gunk, and it just restricts it. So that should liven it up. Silencer's been completely cleaned out, repainted. They could use another coat of paint though. I'll get to that one of these days. Cylinder I haven't got to yet. The bike was running on the original bore, so I'm gonna go up one size. I've got to have it bored out yet. Got the piston and everything. Got to have the head milled. Got new gaskets for it, everything though. Carburetor's been completely rebuilt and rejetted for the pipe mod. Another thing I did away with, since this bike didn't have lights when I bought it, is I completely removed all the wiring except for everything for the ignition. Another thing I did away with the oil injection. Bypassed it all on the inside of the motor so I can just mix gas with it. On the air box down there, it had a big tray for the battery. I completely cut that off. Trying to trim the bike up as much as possible, make it light, a little quicker. Not a fast bike though, only about 10 horsepower. Over here I got the front end. It's got new wheel bearings, new brake pads, new fork seals, and the only thing I really need is new boots. See, that one's torn. That's where I've dumped some oil on it here recently. But I also had that wheel retrued. Tires like brand new. Let's see, over here is the tank. The tank I completely sanded down, repainted. I also bought brand new decals for it. They were pricey, but they look great. Really set it off, so not too much left on the bike. Just really waiting on parts because I ordered them on eBay through, I believe it was like Taiwan, and the shipping will take 6 fucking weeks. Excuse my language, but I'm aggravated with it. Another thing I need is a seat cover. I need to clean the seat up yet. Seat's a bit rough, but that'll be the finishing touch. Hopefully I'll get some updates on this bike when it's all back together and running. It's really going to look great. Good bike for just creeping around on. I love first gear because you can literally go 2 miles an hour, which in my old age these days is a lot of fun going slow because going fast means getting hurt. But I hope you enjoy, for all you DT fans, but one of these days I'll make an update and show you how it turns out.